Okay, I'm going to show you how you can work on the mix for Crazy, so the demo project, using Logic. So all the audio for this is up on Moodle. I've downloaded it, I've created a blank Logic project, and the first thing I'm going to do is just drag all my audio files in. So I'm going to pop the reference track up at the top. So you can use this as a reference when you're listening back to your mix to compare it to. Pop in my drums. When it asks me what to do, I'm going to create new tracks. And then let's put in my bass underneath. And finally, my guitars and vocals. So create new tracks. And that is everything all in the project. Now I'm just going to drag everything back to the start, so it's all starting at bar 1, beat 1, all nicely lined up. I'm going to do a little bit of rearranging, so I might put my kick, snare, left, right, overhead, then my bass, all my guitars, just in the order I like, my vocals at the bottom. Just going to get rid of these icons, we don't need them. That's better. Now Logic likes to import everything at 0 dB, which means you've already got some clipping. So I'm just going to turn all my tracks down by about 8 dB. Just gives us a little bit more room to work, a bit more headroom before we even start putting things like compressors or adjusting the volume. Okay, let's have again, get rid of these icons. Let's have a look at grouping the tracks, just like we do in Pro Tools. So you've got groups up here. If I pick new group 1 and rename that drums. Now you've got a few settings here. You've got editing, which allows you to cut the tracks together. So do a cut on the kick or move the kick. It'll move all of my drums, which is quite useful to keep everything nicely aligned. Editing is not clicks. I can chop them up individually, delete parts, move them around. I'm going to leave that on. Volume, I'm going to untick for now. With volume unticked, you can adjust them individually, which is what we want to do. The useful thing about this though is you can change it as you are mixing. So just bring your groups up on the left, you can put in the mute on there, or solo, or anything you need really. And just adjust it as you mix. So my guitars do the same thing, go to groups, group 2, and call that one guitars. And again, I'm going to tick editing, untick volume. Hit enter, there we go. They've got their name shown there. So all the tracks are grouped now, but they are still going out of our main stereo out. So we need to make buses for them, or auxiliaries. So create new bus on all my drums, call this drums, and now I've got individual control here, but group control here. Also means you can put like compressors or EQs on the whole drum mix. It's the same with the guitars, stereo out, change that to bus 2, and call it guitars. Now, I only got one bass, but that might change later if I double stuff up. So for the sake of completeness, let's make bus 3 bass, and let's have bus 4 as our vocals, again, in case you do any double tracking or duplicates. That's all our tracks assigned to groups. Next thing I'm going to do is work on putting colours in. So I've got a choice of region colours and track colours here. I'm going to assign both to them. So control click, assign track color, and let's make these drums red. That's done the tracks. Click the regions, same thing, red. Let's do our bass. So control click, assign track color. Let's have yellow for the bass. And my guitars, control click, assign track color. And again, click the regions, let's have the same color. And then my vocals, let's have in a final color at the end. And if I flick to my mixer, you see I've also got the tracks identified by color on here, which makes everything a lot clearer. And with that, you are ready to begin mixing.